Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to recreate another look. This look's a little complicated to do, but we're going to try to do it. There was a video that James Charles posted where he did a beautiful rainbow looking eyeshadow with like drips on it to make it look 3D. Pride Month is coming to an end, and I have not done a video about any rainbow galore. So, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Today we are actually going to be using pretty much just one palette, which is this palette. And we're gonna do a full face. And let's go. Before I start, let's do the 5-second challenge where you have 5 seconds to subscribe and like to the channel. Time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Alright, now let's jump into the video. First, I'm going to start off with foundation. I don't have any like thing that I could use. First, gotta hand sanitize yourself. Oh my god, if it would come out. There you go. It had a little. So I have this thing where I use hand sanitizer now before I do my makeup because it helps. So now, I actually learned something yesterday where I can apply this color foundation and mix it together to make it look like my skin tone. So my brother actually did my makeup and he did a really good job. I was really like shocked to see how he did it, and he did it really well. I was really like kind of shocked to like see that my little brother was able to do my makeup without like, I mean, he did have faults in the video, but he did do quite well. This foundation does make me look a wee bit orange, but we will be able to fix that in just a moment. You want to be able to get a little bit on your neck, just underneath. Okay, so this is the trick I learned. I'm actually going to blend this out with this brush. I used to go very soft on this, but I've realized that if I go hard and actually use the whole brush, that it will blend with my color. Now I'm going to use my hands. That's why I always use hand sanitizer. And I'm going to go in and just kind of rub this foundation into my skin to help, to make sure it's not all bakey and stuff like that. Because we are going to be actually adding another little bit of layer of foundation. So I'm just going in, making sure I get my hairline. And now we are done with the foundation. Next we are going to move on to the bronzer. As you guys know, I am very picky when it comes to my makeup. So yesterday when I was letting my brother do my makeup, I was very scared to let him do it because I didn't know how he was going to do it. But shockingly enough, as long as I walked him through it, he got it. So now I'm going to apply the bronzer. if you're new to my channel, I'm using the Color Workshop that you can get at Walmart with a bundle deal with the blush, eyeshadow, and lipstick. So now we're going to go in and we're just going to put the bronzer on. I don't necessarily do a full-on tutorial how to put on every single thing. I'm actually thinking about doing one of those, so that way those of you that are like kind of new to the makeup community will know how to put on this stuff and will actually not put it on and it not be going on correctly. So now that you have your bronzer on, we are now going to move on to the next step, which will be blush. So for my blush, I'll be using the same palette that it comes with the Color Workshop. Same thing, you can get this with the bundle deal with the bronzer, lipstick, and the nude colored eyeshadow that I will show you later when I start my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna go in with the blush and upward strokes. And then there you are for your blush. Next, ooh, that's empty. We are going to move on to what's next? The brows. So now we are going to set my brows. I don't draw my brows in. For me, I actually need my brows done, and update haven't got them done. So I'm gonna just brush them up. For this, I'm actually going to need to make sure that my brows are perfectly up and perfect and not weird. So now that we have done the brows, we are now going to move on to the highlighter. The highlighter to me is the best part that I will ever do in my whole entire life. For highlighter, I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to just barely dip into it. I'm going to do right underneath my eye on both sides. I'm going to barely pat it on there. I'm going to do my chin. Right here. Just upward strokes. And then my right here. And then my nose. I do not have concealer, so I will not be doing concealer. And there you are for the highlighter. I don't like really bright highlighter. Oof. So I don't really necessarily use it. Now to move on, we are going to now do the best part, which is the eyeshadow portion of this. This is going to be the hardest part I have ever done in my whole entire life. I have never done an eyeshadow look like this, so bear with me if it turns out really horrible. My sister's gonna try. So we are actually going, oh my god, why is that color? Anyway, we are going to use the Metallics palette that you can get at Target for about $10. And we are going to use the colors Bite, ooh, I can't see, Bite, Winter, Zenith, Jade, Atlantis, and because there is not a purple in here, we're going to just dip into this a little bit with the purple. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So I wasn't sure which way James went with his thing, but how I like to start it, I like to do the purple on the outside and the red on the inside. Today I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to start the red out here and the purple out here. So I'm going to start backwards. I like to work from my inside out. So we're going to see how this turns out. So first we're going to start off with this purple in the middle. We're going to use this purple right here. And we are going to touch up the inside corner of my eye. And you're just going to circle it, so you can get that purple look on there. Sometimes you have to double pat into it. This is a very pigmented purple, so be very careful with using this one. So the purple is on. So now we're going to mix in and go on this side. We're gonna use a darker purple, which is just the next purple over, and actually set that purple. Now moving on, we are now going to move. Oh, there's Nebula. I could have used Nebula, but I don't think it's a purple. We're about to check right now. It's a purple. So we're going to transfer. We're going to use Nebula. So there's the purple. Now we're going to work backwards, and we're going to do blue. The next color we're going to use is Atlantis, which is right here. And we're going to dip into that. But we're going to mix colors. We're going to use Atlantis and Thunder to show off that blue tone color. So now, as you can see, I have put the blue on. Like I said, this is the hardest thing I have done thus far. So now we're going to do the same thing on this eye. I usually start from the outside and work my way in, but this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. This is probably not going to turn out as I planned. So now that I have that blue on there, I'm so not doing this well. I'm like scared for this right now. We're going to use the color Jade for the green. Hopefully this turns out well. We're hoping. That's a nice green. And we're going to use that for the green. Oh my god, this is not turning out how I planned. Anyway. Now we're going to use Zenith for the yellow, which is a gold color. And from Zenith, we are now going to go into the color Winter. Winter, winter, chicken dinner. And we're going to set that on the edge of our eye. it's not going to look as well as I thought. The orange doesn't really stand out, so we're gonna jump into Dynamite, which is right next to Bite. You're going to use that orange to set this orange right here. Oh my god. Oh, that's why. My brush is dirty. So it won't show the orange. So we're going to actually use an orange from this again. We're going to dip into this orange and set the orange on the edge. And then after the orange, we are now going to dip into the color Bite. And that is how we are going to do this red look. So there is your rainbow inspired look. It looks horrible, but I will clean it up right now. Now we are going to take a very dim. Ooh, let me find the smaller one. If I do this one instead. I brushed. Oh, here we go. We are going to use this, and we are going to actually use a little bit of foundation to line up this color. So what I'm just doing is I'm taking a foundation and I'm carving out my brow. I'm just taking my brow line and I'm going all the way down and then blending that foundation. So that way it's a more clear, pigmented rainbow. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just follow my brow line. So there you go. So now we're gonna actually go in and do the little droops. This is the hardest thing a sister has done. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this, because adding these droops is going to like ruin this look. So moving on will be the mascara portion of this. Which I swear my mascara is cursed. I'm actually going to apply the mascara to this because I will be curling my eyelashes. I know, you may have never seen that before, but I really want to try it and see if it works. Because I do not. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. And there you go. And for the lips, I will use my regular base color. My sister is not even like tracing. And there you have it for this wonderful, wonderful rainbow look, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. See you later.